Hey, Jolyn here, and I am going to start embellishing my journal. Now, if you've watched my 5-part journal, how I make a junk journal series, you'll know that this is the journal that I made in that series, and now I'm going to make some additions, do some embellishing, and I'm going to do it all on camera so you can see my process. Now, if you did watch that series, you'll know that I had something that I called my interim journal, and that means it was between journals that I would journal on, and it's just basically a signature. It's not stitched or anything. It's just loose pages. So, and then I made notes. These are my Christmas notes on our menu and ideas to get my family for Christmas. Anyway, my interim journal is something that I want to incorporate in the front here. So I have a couple ideas, but I'm going to show you how I do it on camera. Maybe you can see the process. And one of the lessons that I've learned by doing journals is if you come up with an idea, just go with it and don't be afraid of doing anything right or wrong, because that's one of the beauties of this hobby is there is no right or wrong. One of my favorite things. So I have this, and I was thinking I might add another signature, but I'm not going to stitch it into the spine. I think what I'm going to do is kind of glue it somehow on the front of this page. Normally I would put a pocket here, but since I have to put this in somewhere, I think what I'll do is I have this extra sheet. It's the same paper that I used for this cover. I think what I'm gonna do, and I've never done this before, so you're getting exclusive content. Hardy har. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm going to do something like this and maybe stitch these pages into here so they're tied into this cover, trim like I normally would a signature. But I think the back cover, I'm gonna make it like maybe cut it like right here, and then this part is where I'm going to glue it here. But I think if I do it right, I can also make this a pocket. So let's say I tear it right here. And then, heck, I don't even need to tear it, do I? I could just glue it like that and then have a cute little pocket. I think I will tear it off because I might use this paper for another belly band or a tuck spot or something. So I think that's what I'll do. And then I'll make this a pocket because in here I have these other sheets that could slide right in here, and I'll have a house for them or a home for them too. Oh, here's something I wanted to show you guys. And this is my mother. My mother, good thing I can accomplish things that my mother has a hard time accomplishing. She gave me this clip out of a newspaper. And can you read the date? It says Sunday, February 19th, 2023. She just gave this to me on Christmas, 2025. It took her almost 3 years to give me this article clipping. So that's the kind of genes I'm working with. Is my mother takes forever to get things done. And I kind of fall into that category too. But I try really hard to do it a little bit faster. But isn't this cute? She clipped this out of the newspaper. She was in Traverse City, Michigan. And she clipped this because this man delivered me when I was a little baby. His name is Dr. Good. Isn't that funny? So anyway, I'm going to put this in my journal at some point, put it in a special pocket, maybe make a tag out of it or something. Anyway, I thought it was fun. I thought I would share. So I'll stick that back in there. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this. And I think I'll go ahead and just ink it real quick. Okay, so I have these pages. How many pages do I have? It's only 3. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get my template out. All right, so I am going to take this template and just kind of I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Alright. Sorry if you hear a snowblower. We got quite a bit of snow. And our neighbor is out snow blowing our sidewalk because he's a sweet man. And I live in a neighborhood where we take care of our neighbors, so he takes care of us, we take care of him, and the lady that lives between us, or the couple, the lady and gentleman that live between us, we do all of their stuff too because they're in their probably 80s. So, okay, I'm gonna use the same color, yeah, as I used in the journal. I probably won't need as much because we'll be on the safe side right there. I'll cut it about right here. Okay, put that away. So I'm gonna get out my needle and embroidery thread again. Get out my wax. I still have my wax out. Go wax my thread a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to punch holes still. Probably don't need it. Come on. Because there's only this, what I say, 3 pages plus the cover. I should really put my glasses on. Oh, I got it. Okay. But I am going to punch the holes. So let's do this. Easy peasy. Pretty easy when there's hardly any pages. So we got that. And I'm just going to quickly stitch these together. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the length of these. I'll probably just see if I can tie a bow, and if I can't, I can't. Oh, look at that. A very tiny bow, but that's okay. I will clip this, and it'll be really cute. All right, there we go. So that was easier than I thought it was going to be, faster. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up here. I'm just going to take a good chunk of this off. I'm not too concerned about chopping off any words because it's what I wrote, so I'll be able to figure it out. It's not for anyone else's eyes. So if I chop off a little bit of a word, it's okay. Okay, so we're gonna do that. It's looking pretty good. Might actually add a little bit more color tint to this page, like my other page here. Oh. And if I want to, I can also add a pocket like I was going to this page, which I probably will do. Okay, what am I gonna do here now? I think I'm going to just kind of freehand this and make it a little more interesting, because I'm going to want to ink this part too. Let's do that. It's kind of a hidden pocket, but kind of not, because, you know, if you're flipping through it, you're gonna notice that it's a pocket, but it's kind of hidden. It's not obvious. I kind of like hidden pockets, all the mystery that's with them. But there are true hidden pockets, and this probably wouldn't qualify, but that's okay. I just need an extra pocket to put my extra pages in, and one that is kind of out of the way. All right, so there's that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue here so it actually makes a pocket, and then this will be done. Project completed. How easy was that? Get all the glue off my thing here. All right, so let's do this. Use my finger to spread it out a little bit. That's all right. This is my favorite glue, but the least favorite part is when it sticks to my fingers so badly. It's not terrible, but it's not my favorite. But of all the glues, it is my favorite. Okay, so look, we have a little bit of an edge there, which is fine, because we're not going to be writing in it anymore. We just need it to stick to this cover. So I think I'll let that dry really well before I put this in the pocket. Let's see, it's gonna work, yeah. Okay, so we'll let that dry. And then I think I'll stick maybe a pocket here and my book plate. So I decided on this one. So these I'm going to put away. And I'll glue this on. Oh, and I think I'll put a pocket here too while I'm at it. One on each corner. There. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside for a second and get out my container of pockets. I keep them in shoe boxes, these plastic shoe boxes. I label them. And this one actually has corner pockets, middle pockets, belly bands, and side pockets. So I'm going to come in here and choose a couple of pockets to put on my pages here. So we have this one. I obviously use this paper a lot. We could put that there. I kind of like that. See, I have several. What do I want though? I might want something a little less busy since there's so much going on with that pattern. It might be advantageous to give our eyeballs a break and put something solid on there and maybe a little embellishment afterwards. Not crazy about those. I have some half pockets. There's middle pockets like this. I like this orange. Is that? Oh, that kind of looks good. I like that. I might use that. Oh, and look, I have a side pocket to match. Not that I'm all matchy-matchy, but I could use this one over here and this one over here. This one's a little bit darker. Let's see what else I can find. Nothing is jumping out at me. I do like this pink a lot. Maybe I'll do this one here. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how are you gonna glue that on here? Yeah, I don't know. Guess I'll just glue it and hope for the best. Oh, I could do something like that too. I could cut this down even further and have it be a little tuck spot. In fact, I like that idea a whole lot because I need something vertical there. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna cut that down. But how am I gonna cut that down and without a template? Oh, watch. Yeah. Easy peasy. This is a little bit cardstocky. It's not a thin paper by any means, so. And then I'll just add some inking to the side here. I almost always only use this vintage photo. It's my fave. I do have other colors and I've used them in my journals, but I found that this is my favorite. So I use this more often than any other. I gotta leave room for this tassel, I keep calling it tassel, this tie. So I can't glue over that, but that's how it's going to be. And then I will have a little pocket to tuck stuff in. So I'm going to do that. All right, that should work. Okay. And then should I use this pink one over here? I like it. I like the yellow too. Could go that way. Could do a blue. I like the blue better than that. Yeah, I think I'll do this blue. Oh, crash. Okay. All right. So I think I'm going to write my name in this journal and I think I might date it too. Let's see. And we're going to date it January 2, 2026. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. Yep, that's holding up nicely. I'm going to let this dry real good. And then in my next video, I'll keep embellishing. I'll probably put some embellishments here. maybe, well, let's see my next couple of videos, because we also need to make a writing board. And I don't know if you know what a writing board is, but it is it's basically a separate entity that is hard. It's a hard back, so like this, can't really bend it easily, but it's about the same size as your paper. And when you start writing, you stick it behind here. Imagine this is as big as my page. And so when you're writing, hello, you have a flat surface to write on. That's called a writing board. They used to be popular back, long time ago. But now that we do junk journals, we need it, because who knows what's going to be on this page, and who knows what's going to be on this page. So we absolutely need something flat, a flat surface to write on. And that's why my margins are so big, is so I can stick something in here and have plenty of space to write on my page that has a hard back to it. Okay, so look for the writing, or the writing board video. And then I'm going to continue to embellish my journal. And I hope you follow my journey. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I need to have at least 50 before I can start doing live videos. And then you can join me for my live videos, and we can journal, or we can do it together. But before I go, I want to show you a couple of things that I got for Christmas. I bought my husband bought me one. I bought one. I bought Natasha's book, which I haven't really looked at it yet. I love her. She's amazing. And I love her story. She has a great story. If you haven't seen the video, make sure you watch her videos too. And she's actually, I think, the one who got me most interested in doing this. I really resonated with her backstory. So I bought her book. Like I said, I haven't really looked through it yet, but maybe I'll go through here and we can do some of these projects together. And then the other thing I got, my husband bought me this book, and I was shocked that he would even think that this is something I might like, because he's, socks and calendar kind of person. He doesn't usually give it a lot of thought, but he did. And that's what kind of inspired me to do what we did in the front. Is it came with these two notebook journaling kind of things, and I thought that was something that I could easily make to put in the front of my journal for my interim pages. Anyway, this book has a whole bunch of beautiful papers and stickers and just beautiful stuff. Paper has a line of them. So different types of papers. This one's the Floral Riot collection. There was a Christmas one. I think there was a retro, like a 60s, 50s and 60s retro collection. But this is the one I like the best because, oh, look at that. It's so pretty. Anyway, it has all kinds of different stuff in it. Stickers, cut out envelopes that you can make. These are little cards, tags, all kinds of stuff. So pick one of these up if you are so inclined. Hopefully I'll be incorporating some of those in my videos too. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.